Amazon's got to be based. They had been in it.
All right. Sorry for that. Yeah, this is L. Jermaine Russell. I am here for another episode of Stocks and Squats. It is July 6th, 2020, and the market is, approaching the lunchtime hour. I wanted to go over a couple of stocks that I sold already from my overnight hold from Thursday, because Friday was off due to the federal holiday, and going into today, Monday. So one of those overnight holds is GRAF, and I know I was doing I did a video prior to this, and in that video I said that I would go over GRAF and the trade, and essentially why I traded it, mainly because of a merger deal that they were coming up with. And there's a lot of SPECs that have been doing that, or SPACs that have been doing this. These are like special acquisition company type of thing. They wait for a company to really, to purchase it, and they treat it like a holding company, right? That happened with GPAQ, which was a company that dealt with kids in Ohio when it came to sports and intramural sports, and they were taking that nationally, and they merged it, and it became the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame Village, right? Hall of Fame Village, dealing with the NFL and stuff like that. So that was one company that did this merger last week, and I notified it to people, and they were able to find profitability in it. So this is one that's kind of the same thing, but they're doing this with electric cars, GRAF. And if you have not done so already, please like and subscribe to my channel, or even hit the notification bell when a new video comes out. I'm going to try to condense my videos a little bit more so that they're not as long, and you don't have to filter through as long to see what stock I'm really talking about, because I know that can get really time consuming. But anyway, let's go to GRAF. This was an overnight hold, and the electric car companies have been pretty much moving as of late. They've been moving pretty strong, right? And so anything that's really related into that space, I would say, like, you could throw your money in it, and throw your money in it, meaning like at a very reasonable price. You don't want to throw your money at a stock that's already overbought. But if it's oversold and it's starting to come on up, then definitely that'll be one thing to do. So what I did here is on Friday, when it spiked, and it spiked because of pre-market, and what I tend to do is within the first 15 minutes of the stock market opening, maybe 30 minutes, I will go to my scanner, where I scan 5% stocks that are trading 5%. So essentially, this is where I would be, right? Go to the scanner, and I'll have a list of stocks right here that would show, what stocks have been running. Wow, this is up to almost 300%. So what stocks have been running on the day, and see where they are with their chart and things of that nature. So that's what I did. I ran the scanner. The scanner showed that this stock was up, and it was up significantly, and then it pulled back, what have you. And then when it pulled back, I saw that it was holding support. So I bought some. Right, I bought some right here when it was holding the support. It was holding it at this 50-day moving average. So when I bought here, I saw that it kind of dipped right around here when I bought, and it was starting to curl up. And when it was starting to curl up, and I'm talking about, this is the RSI, right? When it was starting to curl up, it was also showing on the MACD that the momentum was still worth buying. So waiting for it to get down to the 200 EMA, and being that it was retesting this resistance area right here at 1650, I decided to buy it at 1648. So that's what I did there. I just kind of layered what was going on between the MACD RSI, and then also I took the year chart into consideration, being that it was up after having 2 consecutive red days, and that it was a green candlestick here on the MACD, right? So I say, hey, this looks very useful. I should probably buy in. So I bought in, watched it run up. I should have bought some more earlier instead of waiting into the 18s, but I didn't. So I bought some more and just watched it all the way through the day. As you can tell, the EMA is crossed over the VWAP, which gives it even more of a chance for it to go higher. But like I said before, what causes the stock to move even significantly higher was just the main fact that it is related to the electric vehicle space, and the electrical vehicle space has been moving. So going into today, it was doing all this movement in the after hours, which was fine. I wasn't really worried about that. But going into today, now if you know anything about my trading, I typically say that I like to sell my stocks right around 7 a.m. Right, the minute I wake up, which I'm up an hour before the stock market typically opens, or before the pre-market opens, I should say. I was ready to sell this stock. I was getting ready. I thought that this was going to probably retest this 280, maybe get up to $23, but it didn't. And I said, why even risk it? Take my profits, and that's what I did. I took my profits at 22.14, and as it came down, right? And it came down to the 19s. I would have been pissed if I held all of this. I've been severely pissed. But because of the fact that it was up so much the day before, I didn't want to risk the trading day before, not Monday, Friday, but the trading day before on Thursday. I didn't want to take the risk of holding it all the way through. And as you can see, it went higher to $24. But hey, what's another $1.50 a share? I already made my money from this was, I think it averaged out to be about $17, 17 something around there. So because of that, I sold it at almost $5 a share and took my profits. So I was really, really good. There was no really other reason why I need to hold this for any other considerable amount of time. So this is GRAF. Does it have more upside? I don't know. Possibly, just because it's kind of overbought now, but it can still come back. It can retest its previous high. If we look at any other stocks that are related to the EV space, look at let's see, if we look at WKHS, right? WKHS just kept on going, and it went up to 23. And look, it started around the $3 area, and now it's pulling back. But you see how much of an overbought it was before it started even finding some pullback. So just finding this type of stock in itself, it would have been very tough, to say, hey, this is going to do whatever. I don't know if it's going to do whatever. I have no idea. Like, that's the last thing on my mind, if it's going to do that. Next stock, AYRO. I bought this and sold it way too soon. Like, way too soon. It was continuing to go. I said that I was going to sell this at the 675. I bought it at 527. It went up to $8. And let's go back. So even the reason why, once again, this was another stock that was up, and I bought this today. I bought this on Monday. Right around 9 something, right? So 9:50, I believe. And we'll get into that time frame a little bit later. But the reason why I even bought this was because when I saw that it started long term, right? All the EMAs are kind of flat right here. It's in that EV space, which a lot of the stocks are running from. But I saw that there was a resistance way back here, back in back in March of 2019, where the stock went up to 650. I said this is where I should sell. All right. I didn't sell there. I didn't sell there. As you can tell, it went up to 8s. So back here, it was showing somewhere around here, like 815 or so. You can't really tell, but somewhere around here was resistance for today, right? So today, I said, okay, this stock is one up already, right? It gapped up over here, so that's an indicator that it can gap up again, right? Or at least hold these levels. So once it shows that it can hold these levels above the 2, and mind you, I had this in my watch list already from heading into the week. So I was kind of eyeballing already, just because of I was doing my research, which is very important. So being one, it was already above this $4 area, and it was trading above 5. I wanted to get it when it pulled back. So multiple days, because I want to see more days than just that one day. So we see all the way back here, it's flat, 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 flat. After the gap up to the 4s, and then pre-market it starts making movement. I saw some of it, and I said, okay, it's up, and then it goes up higher. It goes up to 6, and I said, you know what? I want to see it pull back. I was anticipating a pullback to the 4s. At the time, it was 485, really. And as you can tell, the EMA started still going up a little bit higher, but it was at 485. So I was really more prepared for that 485 pullback, of anything. It didn't do that. It not only went up to where this support is at this 525-ish area, 524, but it bounced off of that. So I bought there. I was looking at the level 2s to see if my ideas of it bouncing would go higher. So if we look here, we see that not only does it trade over the VWAP, which is also important technical indicator for day traders. It's trading over the VWAP. It's trading over the 50 EMA. It pulled back. It's holding support. The MACD is showing that selling pressure is almost over, and that the RSI is pretty much double tapping from where it was before when it pulled back. So that gave me another clue. These were like 1, 2, VWAP 3, 50 EMA 4, support 5. That gave me 5 separate indicators confirming why I should buy. What I did not acknowledge is where I should sell. After it broke this $6 area, it found resistance at 610, 620. So let's zoom in a little bit. So it found this resistance around this 620 area. I wasn't seeing it breaking. I was like, yo, this is not going to break. It's not going to break. It kept on getting there. And I said, I should just sell it into strength. And little did I know that this flattening right here was going to become strength. And it ran to 8. And that's, I end up making 75 cents a share, just about. So that's cool. But at the same time, being able to identify when to allow the runner to run higher is a little bit better, right? You get a better sense of when that runner gets to run higher, and it didn't do it. It didn't do it, or at least I didn't do it. I should say it did exactly what it was supposed to do. So I said that, hey, you should sell at 650. It went to that resistance area. I didn't sell at 650. I sold just a little bit above at 602, just a little bit above 6, and it ran to 8. So that's AYRO. you know, you win some, you lose some, but at least I got my gains and I kept my percentage high. BYFC, last one. This was a stock that, once again, it was one of those financial stocks that was running with the other black bank businesses move. So black bank businesses matter. That's what I was saying on Twitter. But you know, when you had ONF, there was a couple, you know, Carver, CARV. There was a couple of these stocks that were pretty much moving. So I bought this one, and I did the same thing. You know, I bought it at the same time that I bought GRAF on Friday. Thursday, sorry. Friday, the day was closed because of the holiday. So on Thursday, when I bought this, I said, hey, I'm going to buy this. It's showing some strength. Well, let me show you the reason why I bought it once again, right? So let's go back to the year chart. The year chart suggests, it shows that all the EMAs are right there, one solid line, damn there. It had a green day here, then it had its green day here. It's testing resistance here at the $3 area. You know, maybe at most it will test 380s, right? I'm anticipating 380. I'm going to sell around there. I bought at I bought at 303, right? 303. I thought I bought at 299. I probably bought some at 299 and bought some more at in the threes, in the low threes. So I was like, okay, either that or it's going to test this 450. So I said, hey, it's going to test 380 or it's going to test 450. One of those two. I'm still in at a low price at the $3 area after this green candlestick is retesting this red candlestick. So if we go into the minute chart, right? Go into the minute chart and we look back on what happened, right? See, so yeah, I bought it at 298, then I bought some more at 305 before the market closed. During the market close, after hours, it was running pretty high. It ran up to about, what, 340, right? I said I'm still going to hold. What happened when at 4 a.m. when pre-market opens? Pre-market opens at 4. I don't get to trade until 7 a.m. pre-market because that's how Thinkorswim works. It went up to 450. I'm not saying that was going to work. I didn't know it was going to go to 450. I had no idea. But at least I knew that, hey, if it tests anything, it's going to persist, right? I'm not going to get my expectations all the way up here to 7, right? So between 380 and 450, I should be happy. So that's what happened. I got in that Thursday. I sold pre-market. I'm up. It pulled back to the 200 EMA, like typical. And when the actual pre-market opened, I sold the minute it jumped back over the 4. So I was like, I need to get out. And I got out 420, which is great. I love 420. So I got out and why did I say 100 shares? Well, I sold 250, so I don't know if I only took 100 shares there. But and then after that it pulled back, right? And you with the 50 EMA crossing over the 100 EMA. I mentioned that in the previous video. When you see that cross, you know, pretty much, you know, get ready to get out because it's going to go lower. And that's what it did. It went lower, went exponentially lower. And it's now at the 280-ish area, pretty much the area around where I bought it. So that is it. This video covers the 2 trades that I was holding over the weekend and the trade that I made today as a day trade. I hope that I condensed this video enough for you. Probably only 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 3 stocks, 20 minutes. That's roughly 7 minutes stock. So I'm trying to condense it. I want to make these educational lessons a lot smaller and shorter for everybody. All right. So thank you so much. Take care. Trade responsibly. Do your research. And continue to look at all these electronic vehicles and some of these SPACs, right? They're out there. Okay.